ये ना ना application join करना
A very good morning to one and all. I welcome you all to the 79th Foundation Day and Dhan Diwas of the very prestigious Institute ICAR National Rights Research Institute. I wish a happy Foundation Day to ICAR NRI that has always worked towards making a positive difference in the world. Our chief guest will be joining shortly, Dr. Pathak sir. So to start with the program, may I request our Honorable Director, Dr. A.K. Nayak sir, to welcome Dr. R.C. Agarwal sir, Deputy Director General Agriculture Education, ICAR, with the bouquet of flowers. I once again request our Director sir to welcome Professor P.K. Rao sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, OUAT, with the bouquet of flowers.
Sir, we welcome you, sir. Sir, we welcome you.
It's a matter of great pleasure to have Dr. Himanshu Pathak, DG, ICAR and Secretary there, chief guest of today's function. He has joined in virtual mode for the celebration of 79th Foundation Day and Dhan Diwas ICAR NRI Qatar. Let's have a huge applause for Sir Sarajan. Thank you so much, sir. We welcome you. I request our Director sir to welcome Dr. S.K. Pradhan sir, ADG FFC ICAR with a bouquet of flowers. I take this opportunity that our Director sir welcomes Dr. Pramod Kumar Sahu sir, Director CFA Bhubaneswar with a bouquet of flowers. I request our Director sir to welcome Dr. Arjuna Sarangi sir, Director IIWM Bhubaneswar with a bouquet of flowers. I request Dr. Sir to welcome Dr. Pradeep Dey, Director Atari Kolkata with a bouquet of flowers. I request our Director to welcome Dr. Praveen Malik, CEO Agri Innovate Limited with a bouquet of flowers. May I now request Dr. Rahul Tripathi sir to welcome our Honorable Director with a bouquet of flowers. Ladies and gentlemen, the program starts by lightning of lamp of knowledge and wisdom. This is a symbolic moment that signifies the dispelling of darkness and igniting of thought and enlightenment. It's an honor to invite the dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp. Sir, please. So, may I now request Santoshi to play the ICAR song, please.
जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की, सुखद प्रतीक हरित भारत की। कृषि धन पशुधन मानव जीवन, दुग्ध मत्स्य फल यंत्र सुवर्धन। वैज्ञानिक विधि नव तकनीके, पारिस्थितिकी का संरक्षण। शस्य श्यामला छवि भारत की, जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की। हिम प्रदेश से सागर तट तक, मरुधरती से पूर्वोत्तर तक। शिक्षा शोध प्रसार सकल तक, आशा स्वावलंबित भारत की। जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की, जय जय कृषि परिषद भारत की।
Thank you. May now request our respected director, Dr. A.K. sir, to present the welcome address and brief the achievements of NRI Pathak. Sir, please.
Good morning to one and all. Dignitaries of the dais. It is my proud privilege for having our most beloved Secretary there, Director General ICAR, Dr. Pathak, as our chief guest, who happens to be one of our family member as the director few years back. So this is so special. Head of our ICAR family and immediate past, our director is here as the chief guest. We are all blessed, sir, by your presence. Sir, you was keen to attend this particular function physically, but last day because of delay flight at Agadi, he could not make it possible to attend physically. in whatever forms are virtually or physically, your presence means a lot for all of us. Sir, we express our thanks and gratitude to you to present in your own institute in virtual mode. So, this showcase. So, welcome our respected guest of honor, Dr. Asya Agarwal, DDG, Agriculture Education, ICAR. Sir, we are now part of your extended family because now we are working the hub, IAI hub. So, in fact, now you are also part of our family. And we are privileged to have you here as guest of honor, sir. I also welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor OUT, Dr. Rao sir. Sir, you are always with us whenever we have anything in this campus. Your presence, well wishes, your blessing is special for us. We express our thanks for your presence here and we welcome you, sir. I welcome Dr. S.K. Pradhan, again one of our family member to this honorable celebration. I also welcome our beloved Director Dr. P.K. Sahu, Director SIPA, Dr. Asuma Savali, Director Leadership Water Management, Director Atari, Dr. P.K. De, Dr. Rudra, Director Shiva, Dr. Singh, Director IFMD, who are always with us when we are having some kind of concerns or some need. They express their wishes and they make themselves available with us so that every function was celebrated, every minute passed beautifully. So we welcome all of you to this meeting. And we welcome Dr. Praveen Malik, CEO, Agro-Innovate, and my own friend, who is always close to me. That your presence means a lot for all of us. And I also welcome our both young Secretary of Organizing Committee, Dr. Rao and Dr. Pandey. I welcome our ex-director of NRI, Dr. Pathak Swami, Dr. D.C. Patra, and I welcome all our past head, Dr. Ryan Madam, Dr. S.D. Sharma, Dr. Pathak, Dr. Reddy, Dr. Sahu, Dr. Anand Prakash. I welcome, sir. Without your blessings, without your presence, no function in this institute will be fruitful or successful. Sir, I welcome to you, all of you, in this Foundation Day. I welcome heads of all the regional stations and heads of the division, heads of our own regional station and staff of our regional stations to this auspicious day. I also welcome to all ex-directors of various ICAR Institute, ex-heads of the division, retired scientists, employees of our institute, and other institute, those who have made themselves present in this institute, senior administrative officer, senior accounts and finance officer, our assistant administrative officer, all scientists, technical and administrative persons, AFO, all students, scholars, array of the institute, all our engineers, from media, ladies and gentlemen. I express my hearty wishes on the eve of 79th Foundation Day of National Rice Institute. All of us are that a notable history of NRI, its contribution to the Green Revolution in India, and its pivotal role in the national food security. However, it is my privilege to narrate 2 lines about the institute in this extra special occasion. This institute was established on this date in 1947-46 against the backdrop of infamous Great Bagel famine. Since then, NRI has been tirelessly working and accelerating towards food and nutritional security of this country. Dr. K. Ramiah was the founding director of this institute, and to commemorate the greatest contribution done by him, the Foundation Day and the Foundation Day lecture was renamed as Dr. K. Ramiah Foundation Day lecture. During last year, Dr. T. Mahapatra, ex-DG and Secretary there, delivered past Dr. K. Ramiah Foundation Day lecture, and it's again privileged. And this year Foundation Day lecture will be delivered none other than by our beloved Director General and Secretary there, Dr. Himanshu Patil. The Foundation Day celebration provides an instances for us to unveil the achievement of the institute and also best ways and opportunity to discover the areas to focus more on in the coming days to serve the farming community and nation still in better ways. Thus, it is my privilege to highlight last year's notable achievement of this institute. Sir, during last year, this institute made a history by releasing 19 rice varieties, 10 by Central Variety Living Committee, and 9 by State Variety Living Committee. And they are also recommended for different ecology, irrigated lake condition, aerobic, upland rice ecology, and rainfed lowland. So almost all rice ecology, this institute has released a variety. And this variety is released for 11 Indian states. Besides this also, this institute with the interinstitutional collaboration released another 6 varieties. And of which 2 were by CBRC and 4 through SBIs. So in totality, if it is taken into consideration, 25 varieties have been released by this institute. I think one of the institutes in this country has released this many number of varieties as a single crop by a single institute. Collectively, we have released more than this number of varieties by a single institute or a single crop. This many number of varieties are not released by any institute. In that sense, it is a history. So, for our technology, we have got patent, environmental friendly microbial mediated method of rice flour preparation, efficient portable insect collector with automated counter, formulation of bacterial enteropathogen pathways to resilience, and environmental friendly non-toxic methanotrope formulation for mitigation of methane emission from rice paddies. And besides this, we have also submitted one patent, 5-month patent for a novel base editing system. So, in the field of publication, we have published 208 peer-reviewed articles in reputed scientific journal with a NAS rating ranging from 5.08 to 18.09. Average NAS rating is 8.42. We have published 4 books, 80 book chapters, 8 review papers, 14 technology bulletins. Similarly, our scientists presented 40 abstract seminars, symposium, and conferences. The notable achievements utilizing the modern biological tools, our scientists have edited several genes: IPA1, SD1, GRF4, GNA1, and sweet gene. So these are the genes edited by our scientists in our laboratory. Some of the plants already completed biosafety requirement, institute biosafety committee requirement, and is with the RCGM. And shortly, after getting clearance from RCGM, it will be nominated for publication. And other edited products are available with us. Some are in T0 and T1 generation, and it is in the process of getting the nod from RCGM. The seed production is another portfolio because the releasing variety and bringing to the seed chain is another task. Successfully bringing this improved variety to the seed chain will serve the farming community in a much better way. So we have produced 741 quintals of breeder seeds and 2,067 quintals of PL seed in our farm. Further, 1,011 quintals of fruitful level seeds are produced under the seed village program. And we have generated 75 lakhs of resources for selling of the seeds. Sir, germplasm collection, characterization, conservation is one of our portfolio, and its distribution. Last year, we have distributed 2,842 accesses with the different rice researchers in this country. And last year we have registered 3 unique germplasm in NPPGR and registered 3 important plant variety within PPBA plant. So I will be glad to say that ICAR-NRI successfully conducted the coordinating work of AICRP, and we have coordinated 19 rainfed ecology trials at 30 different locations from Zone 3 and Zone 4. And tomorrow onwards we will be having nice workshop at New Delhi. And this year also our institute has nominated has already put up a proposal for release of 9 varieties from this institute. And thereafter tomorrow this will be put before the committee, variety identification committee. So this time also we are not lagging behind any other in terms of releasing the variety. Sir, last year this institute conducted 9 important events. Out of that, notables one are National Millet Expo 2023, then workshop on navigating climate change and livelihood development for farm women in India, 6th International Conference on Agriculture for Sustainable Development, Agri-Vision 2024, National Brainstorming Workshop on Integrated Waste Management, and the phase 23, that is the ICAR Journal Sport, this institute organized very successfully. And through a well-functioning institute technical management unit, 20 memorandum of understanding were signed with the different companies to commercialize elaborate varieties and technology during the last year, generating revenue of 43.46 lakh. Revenue of more than 140 lakhs were generated through commercialization of elaborate light craft. We could also generate revenue of 39.35 lakhs through sample analysis in outsourcing mode. So we have converted our important laboratories into central laboratory concept, and we are receiving large number of samples for analysis, and through that we have generated huge amount of revenue close to 40 lakhs. Taking into the account of technology, our institute has been certified 13 NRI technology by ICAR. So this is a system ICAR is now certifying some of the technology, and our 13 technology has been certified in this year. Human resource development is another portfolio. Besides our hub, we have enrolled 74 MSc and PhD students from universities, conventional universities, and some of them are from state agricultural university also. And last year, 41 MSc and PhD students they have passed from this the respective university under the guidance of NRI. We signed 2 new memorandum of understanding with the universities for student exchange program. Furthermore, 21 students taken their summer internship training program, and through the summer internship training program, we have generated 2.8 lakhs. Similarly, we have been approved as a ICAR-NRI hub, and through this hub program, we are now having 36 students. 25 are BSc agriculture students, and the rest are MSc and PhD students. And 69 UG and PG guides from this institute, they have been inducted as faculty of IRA, and some of them from our sister institute also. And these faculty members, they are handling the course of 272 credit hours. And just few minutes back, our honorable guests they visited to 5 smart classrooms that we have made, and we have named those 5 smart classrooms on the name of the prominent personality of India, those who have contributed significantly for the downtrodden society of this country. Sir, we have a strong administration portfolio. Sir, we could accomplish appointment of 13 personnel on various cadre whose field supporting staff on compulsory ground at this institute. Furthermore, we conducted 19 DPC, 47 numbers including scientists, technical and administrative professionals were also promoted. Sir, we also processed for purchase of 6.2 crores through jail. So it is coming around 65 to 70% of the total budget that is to purchase from the institute, and in that way we are meeting the ICAR criteria. New pension cases, 20 pension revision cases, 41 new pension cases and 20 pension revision cases also handled by this institute successfully. We successfully implemented all the digital platform, e-office, EHRMS, ERP, Sparrow, digital payment gateway on a time-bound manner. Support of strong finance team made us utilize 100% of RE budget by 31st March 2024. We could generate 2,196 lakh of resource generation, 130 lakh as a corpus fund and 140 lakh as a revenue. So this is a significant resource generation activity, and our Honorable Director General has introduced to and identity system was done, developing an interactive map-based digital research field operation of NRI experimental farm that is named as the drone, which was implemented in May 2023. Agricultural operation including inland, order, wheat processing, etc., are now being operated only through drone. Similarly, chemical inventory in drone platform was also developed. So thereby, we have improved the efficiency, transparency in your procurement and our inventory management. Efforts are also taken in the research arena. Efforts are taken for trade-based development, evaluation, and panel development. With the cooperation of all the staff of ICAR-NRI, we could establish 46 number of new facilities, and many of them are renovated ones during the last year. And some of them I will mention, not all. We have developed model liquid biofertilizer formulation unit with a capacity of 50,000 liters per annum with the help of RKBI fund. State government has granted this fund we have established, and this year itself more than 35 lakh resource generation we have made by utilizing the production facility of this model liquid biofertilizer unit. And we have also established a rice processing unit with the help of RKBI fund. Just now we just visited our Pheromone production unit. That particular unit was established with the help of RKBI. This year also we established a mushroom production unit. We have renovated our cycle stand into a new canteen with 200 seating capacity. In farm grade also we have installed one digital display board and a security room, and we have also established parking unit in our institute, so no vehicles are now parked in front of the institute. And we have developed students demo unit, and also for the staff of this institute and nearby village, we have established one another utility center. And 2 minutes back, all of our interns and our honorable DG and secretary have given consent to open this facility virtually. And we have also established another photo unit, agro-tourism site. I request all to visit our agro-tourism site, agro-tourism site. You will never find such a place, even in Chilika and some other Ramsar site also you won't find such a even you have the barcode, you will see this institute, they visit the different months of a year. So beautiful video is there. So I request all of you to make a visit to this agro-tourism site. Today also, foundation stone on the genome editing building will be done by our DG. We are developing a rooftop gardening. We have already developed a drainage water waste recycling system. E-vehicle system we have introduced. Rooftop solar plants also we have added to our area one. And this institute has is establishing remote pilot training organization, that is the drone remote pilot training organization. Council has given us approval to establish this unit. So several such facilities we have done, and massive plantation, campus plantation, 2,500 saplings were planted, not only here in the KVK also, our KVK also, and through our Swachhata program, we could generate 2,48,000 through auctioning and this institute organized Fit India awareness campaign, sports, yoga activity, and the G20 campaign successfully organized. And NRI scientists also have received several awards and accolades in the past year. 72 different prestigious awards also our scientists and institute received. Few of them are associate of National Academy of Agricultural Science, member of NASI, India, fellow of various society, members of association, plant tissue culture association, and many others. 11 of our scientists they deputed abroad, the country like USA, India, Philippines, Nepal, Australia, Sri Lanka, and great got training and exposure. Extension and training are a strong arena of institute where 4,179 visitors from Odisha or other part of the country they visited this institute. And 190 training programs are conducted. We could conduct 137 demonstrated in 30 districts from 8 states and 21 drone demonstrations. Our institute participated in 11 exhibitions during the last year. The institute every cell is actively running the institute by carrying out updating the news on the institute official website and also social media platform very regularly, following GIDW guidelines. Till now, totally 34 video clips were produced and uploaded in the institute website and YouTube channel. And these videos are getting very good review. We have trained 140 startups through our incubation center. 30 to receive government funding to the tune of 4 crores. We have also trained 1,160 entrepreneurs during the last year. Westward efforts of initiation of 8 startups and a 14 entrepreneurship program. Our institute efforts in formation of FPO is more noteworthy. We have already registered 18 FPO and we are in the process of registering another 10 FPOs. At our institute, a reference garden and inclusive garden has established, and we found a panel of 3,000 diverse rice done plasm, which are being systematically phenotyped and genotyped. In future, we will be coming out with the panel. We at our institute established a crop criteria to discuss several important matters developed by peers having multiple potential of different stakeholders, which can be extended within a legal framework on a paid membership basis. And last year, already one farm has made a command of understanding with us and become a golden member, and we have received one request from a farm expressing a desire to be a golden member of this institute. So thereby they will get many facilities from this institute that we have devised, planned, and successfully it has been approved by our IMC, and we are in the process. Sir, it is indeed my pleasure to lead and work with such a hard-working and talented pool of manpower in NRI. I am sure NRI will strive hard and push towards achieving a greater height in the coming year. As you celebrate the achievement of past, let us also look ahead with optimism, determination, and renewed sense of purpose. The challenges facing agriculture and food security in the 25th century are complex and multifaceted, requiring an innovative solution, sustainable practice, and collaborative partnership. The ICAR-Central is well positioned to lead and contribute to this endeavor through cutting-edge research, technology transfer, capacity building, and policy support. On this Foundation Day, let us reaffirm our commitment to excellence, inclusivity, and impact-driven research that serves the need of farmers, consumers, society at large. Together we can continue to make a difference and build a brighter future for agriculture, food security and sustainable development. I once again welcome all the dignitaries and the dais and one and all present in this auditorium to celebrate the 79th Foundation Day and Dhan Diwas of this institute. Especially, I express my thanks and gratitude to our beloved DG and Secretary Dr. Himanshu Pathak, who is always close to us. With this, I come to end my deliberations. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving us a bountiful of achievements that NRNA has achieved in short span of time. Thank you so much, sir. So may I now request our guest of honor, Dr. P. Malik, CEO Agri Innovate, to say a few words with this august gathering.
Namaskar, very good morning. Honorable Secretary there and DG ICAR, Dr. Himanshu Pathak, and the chief guest of this function. Really welcome to inauguration, Dr. Himanshu, and other dignitaries on the dais and on the dais. Dr. Nayak, Director, NRI, former faculties and the current faculties of this institute, students, industry partners, farmers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really feel honored to stand before you today on this momentous occasion as we celebrate the 79th Foundation Day of this esteemed ICR and RRI here in Pathak, which we celebrate as Dhan Diwas. Means we are directly connected to the farmers straight away from this institute. First of all, I take this opportunity to congratulate the director, scientists, and staff and all others associated with this institute for successful completion of their 78 years, a long journey in the R&D of rice. Over the years, it in the forefront of agricultural research, pioneering innovations and advancements that have transformed rice farming in India and beyond. The institute has been actively engaged in medical technologies which have reached the end my stakeholders that it comes. Through the transfer initiatives, ICAR use cutting-edge practices and interventions to optimize rice production systems, as has been mentioned by the Honorable Director, Dr. Nayak, right away. From resource-efficient crop management techniques to precision farming technologies, this institute has empowered farmers with knowledge and tools needed to maximize yields while minimizing environmental impacts. Besides R&D, through extensive training programs, extension activities, and farmer-centric initiatives, this institute has fostered the capacity of agricultural stakeholders to adopt best practices, technologies, and innovations. Looking ahead, future areas for R&D may look for demand in the market, which may be assessed through feedback from industry and partners and the farmers directly. So we need to focus on research areas where adaptability is maximum through the feedback mechanism from these mechanisms. Some of the promising areas may include climate smart agriculture to help farmers withstand extreme weather events, water scarcity, and changing climate conditions, as well as digital architecture to harness the power of digital technologies, big data analytics, and artificial intelligence to assist optimize farm management decisions, enhance productivity, and ensure sustainable resource use. The institute may also consider promoting the development of biofortified rice varieties. Lastly, due emphasis may be given on strengthening partnerships with national and international research institutions, academia, industry stakeholders, and farmer organizations to foster knowledge exchange, innovation diffusion, and technology transfer across borders. As we reflect on our past achievements and look forward to the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, let us reaffirm on this occasion of Foundation Day our collective commitment to advancing the frontiers of rice research, promoting agricultural sustainability, and ensuring a brighter and more prosperous future for rice farmers and consumers worldwide. Once again, my best compliments for a brighter future for this institute, a wonderful occasion, and I thank the director for inviting me on this occasion. आप सबको इस फाउंडेशन डे स्थापना दिवस प्रतिष्ठा दिवस की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद। नमस्कार।
Thank you, sir. May I now request our guest of honor, Dr. Pradeep Dey, Director, Atari, Kolkata, to share a few words without this beautiful gathering.
First of all, namaste to everybody. Our honorable Secretary there and DGICR, Dr. Martin Pathak sir, Dr. Agarwal sir, Dr. Rahul sir, हमारे वाइस चांसलर प्रधान जी, हमारे साथी हमारे डायरेक्टर हैं, तो इससे पहले जो आज का जो मेन कार्य करता है हमारे नायक साहब, डायरेक्टर ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड इंस्टीट्यूट, हमारे साहू जी हैं और डॉक्टर तारिणी जी हैं, हमारे साथ डिफरेंट प्रोग्राम में काम कर रहे हैं। ताकि जो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सेक्रेटरी सारे पुराने जितने स्टाफ आदि यहाँ हेड्स सब यहाँ मौजूद है, इस संस्थान के सभी हेड्स, हमारे फ्रेंड्स कोई सारे यहाँ बैठे हैं और सभी कर्मचारी अधिकारी जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन टेक्निकल सपोर्टिंग जो भी यहाँ प्रेजेंट है और स्टूडेंट्स। हमारे डीजी साहब का हमेशा रहता है कि 1 ICR को हमको पालन करना है, इसीलिए हमारे डीडी जी इनफैक्ट डॉक्टर गौतम साहब 5 दिन के लिए एक विशेष कार्यक्रम के लिए आपको पता है सर वो टूर कैंसिल कर चुके हैं, लेकिन आपको स्पेशली ग्रांट किए कि जब डीजी साहब आ रहे हैं तो आप जाइए, क्योंकि वी नो दैट डॉक्टर हिमांशु पाठक सर जब आते हैं कोई प्रोग्राम में तो वो इतना एनर्जी उन्होंने भरते हैं कि आगे कुछ महीना तक तो आपका काम ऐसे चल जाता है। उसके लिए यहाँ आए थे और हम लोग से that is virtually is there, is seeing and looking us from there and he will be blessing us also. So आज के दिन जो एक बहुत ही ऑफिशियल ओकेजन है कोई भी संस्थान का, क्योंकि संस्थान व्यक्ति से ऊपर होता है और वो संस्थान का जो जन्मदिन होता है वो आज है। इस दिन का जो क्षण होता है उसमें 3 चीज हमें करना होता है। एक है कि we can pause and look at the past और हमारे जो भी पुराने फाउंडर डायरेक्टर कोई डॉक्टर तो उनसे लेके और जितना डायरेक्टर हैं, डायरेक्टर सिंबलिक होता है, इन सभी अधिकारी कर्मचारी के साथ साथ उन सबको याद करने का दिन है। आज के दिन सेलिब्रेशन का भी दिन है और के ट्रांजैक्शन के दिन, आज के दिन फ्यूचर के लिए टू लुक फॉरवर्ड विद मोर एंथुसियाज्म, वो उसका भी आज दिन है। तो ये तीनों चीज आज करना होता है और उस चीजों के लिए हमको लगता है कि हमारे डीडी साहब इस संस्थान में योगदान भी दिए हैं। ऊपर से हम इनॉग्रेट उन्होंने हम लोग देख के आए हैं। Really it is one can see and then believe that these many facilities should be developed, and I also recommend the present director to do that thing. और एक चीज है कि यहाँ आने से हमको एक बेनिफिट मिल जाता है ओडिशा में आने से। हमारे जो होस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, डॉक्टर राहुल साहब वाइस चांसलर बैठे हैं, डॉक्टर नायक साहब है, डॉक्टर साहू साहब है, ये तीनों हमारे जो केबीए का उड़ीसा का सभी 33 केबीए को हेड कर रहे हैं। और साथ ही फार्माकास्ट में डॉक्टर तारिणी जी भी हैं, साहू जी भी हैं, तो और नायक साहब हैं, तो सब मिला के हमारे एक ये जो वन ICR का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है वो हम जब यहाँ आते हैं, डीजी साहब का जो क्लैरियन कॉल है 1 ICR को हमें हमेशा याद रखना है, वो हमें यहाँ मिल जाता है। ये भी कारण है कि हम उड़ीसा में जब भी मौका मिलता है आते हैं। और ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो हमने आज देखे भी हैं और डॉक्टर नायक का बोल भी रहे थे। तो ये जो है इतना दिन में बहुत लोगों का इसमें मेहनत लगा है और अभी भी जो लोग हैं वो लगे हुए हैं। और जो स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे हैं वो हम सोचते हैं कि एक हिसाब से जो आज हमने इनको सेंटर जो आज वहाँ पे देख के आए, हमको लगता है कि सर ये जो हाफ में आजकल कंपटीशन होने लगेगा कि कोई लोग सोचेगा कि हमको स्टूडेंट वहाँ पे इन्वेस्टमेंट चाहिए ऐसा होना है आगे। हम तो ये जस्ट कंसीडर कर रहे हैं। तो हम सभी को जितना भी इस संस्थान से जुड़े हुए हैं सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देते हैं और बहुत बहुत हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं के साथ आज कदम करते हैं। नमस्कार सभी को।
धन्यवाद सर। May I now request Dr. Arjun Sarandi sir, Director IAWM, to enlighten the audience with his very beautiful words.
सबको मेरा नमस्कार, good morning. Honorable Secretary Dhan Diwas, Dr. Pathak sir, Honorable PDG Dr. Abdul, and our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rahul, and my friend DG Dr. Pradhan and Dr. Naik, Director of Inauguration, and Dr. Day, and Dr. Mali, Dr. Pandit, and Dr. P.K. sir, and all the organization and all the faculties, the former directors, heads, and the students. Because I remember my days, I spent 30 years at ICAR Premier Institute in the teaching, and the students are more vibrant to the system. So last year, this is an excellent addition to this. And at the outset, we have all the staff of India Institute of Management, and on my personal behalf, आप सबको बधाई, अभिनंदन। और आप सब प्रसन्नता की बात रहे हैं। और आप सब जानते हैं कि सिर्फ डायरेक्टर ही एक इंस्टीट्यूट को चला नहीं सकता, तो और सब मिलेंगे तो एक टीम जैसा काम करेंगे तो प्रोग्रेस हो सकता है। And in that case, there are so many motivational stories and I have shared in many occasions. But what I feel that an institute is basically depends on the staff, their quality, their involvement, their contribution. So all these things are reflected in the address by the director, the director of this institute, Dr. Naik sir. And they are having a plethora of technologies, so a cocktail of different things being implemented, starting from the stakeholder participation, and all is being evidented through the packaging and copywriting of these things. And our honorable DG sir also attempted to bring all these institutes together. And we remember, gone are the days when we were working in isolation and we could not able to produce, but only maybe some publications and good work we are doing. But when we work together, then only the success comes. And I have been feeling that for the last 1 year, I could able to mingle with the line department, the other stakeholders, and then definitely the technology developers are getting affected. And in the path of meeting our own need, compromising the there is a need that you can look into the technology that it should be policy. It should be economically viable, technically feasible, socially replicable, and environmentally sustainable. All these factors have been taken up very nicely, and this includes as a story of having the director who are now the director general of this council and the work done by the director, including Dr. Pathak sir, Dr. Pathak sir, is being seen at institute. And the last 1 year, the progress is also going everything. And I congratulate the director, Dr. Naik sir, for this outstanding. I can see the infrastructure being developed with the involvement and the policy of the council to utilize the purpose fund, which is assisting different institutes to add on to the technology. And not only the technologies, but also involvement to different training program, capacity building program, where the mandate of our honorable DG sir, one scientist, one product. And yes, we are observing that there are plethora of technologies that are coming up, maybe thousand technologies. But how many technologies are really doing this? There we have to ponder. Because the Foundation Day comes with two things, what Dr. Day and other told. Then we have to appreciate the work being done by others. And besides appreciating, we have to wonder that what we have done before and what more we have to do to bring the institute to a higher level to have higher visibility. So in that case, it is that we have to think in what way, because we have to include the modern technologies. Now we are now our country and our honorable Prime Minister and all are now emphasizing on ICT, information and communication technology, and using the tool make life of the stakeholders very easy. In that case, we have to work together. We have to work with the experts and come up with the technologies. And I'm looking into different water management, being from the Institute of Water Management. And now we have having some of the technologies we are discussing with Dr. Meister also. We are working on some of these technology installation and multiple validation to offset that to different stakeholders. So I will not speak much because we are limited time. So only that I'll just end up with a small story, because I remember my days at the McGill Multi Canada. I was also attending. Then the professor came and they come up with some new idea. So one day when professor came, I was just sitting and assisting him, and he came up with a jar, one pebbles and big rocks, and then doubles slightly smaller, and some sand. Then the students are asking is why the professor is coming with one jar and some rocks, small the doubles, pebbles, and then sand. Then he first filled the jar with rocks, and then he asked whether the jar is full. Then most of the students told that is full. But after that, he put the small size particles to that. Then in the fourth question that got adjusted, and again asked whether the jar is full. Then the student told yes, it is full. And again he filled the jar with the coarse sand, and then also it was filled because in the hydrogen in the coarse sands they all the were accommodated. But the message he gave is very important, because we have to prioritize our life. First, he told that the rocks are the family. We have to look at our family, and the double small size our career. Yes, we have to look at career. And the third thing is the sand, which are the small petty issues and bickerings and minor issues within the insult and the ego issues. Because and we told, if you fill the jar with the sand, it is very difficult to put the rocks and doubles. वो जाएगा नहीं, क्योंकि पहले सैंड बच जाएगा. इसका मतलब है अगर हमारे मन में इतना ईगो रहेगा और हमारा घमंड रहेगा कि हम बहुत जानते हैं, तो फिर हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. We will not accept with this. So my request is that with this small story, because that we have to set our ego, because our Einstein also told ego is inversely proportional to knowledge, and we have to mingle and work in a team. That team spirit will definitely take us to newer heights and bring beauty to the institute. With these words, I again congratulate to each and every staff of the institute and the director, and also all the resource persons and the honorable DG, DDG, ADGs of the council and all the persons, those who have brought this institute to such a level. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. So I now request guest of honor, Dr. Pramod Kumar Sahu, sir, Director CICAR Bhubaneswar, to address this house.
Honorable Director General ICAR and Secretary Pathak, honorable dignitaries and the dais, most respected DDG, Dr. Raghuram Saab, honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rao Saab, Dr. Naik Saab, Director of this institute, all my colleague directors, ADG, Dr. Pradhan Saab, Dr. Dey Saab, Dr. Soren Saab, and Dr. Praveen, CEO Agri all both the organizing secretaries of this important meeting, all the esteemed former colleagues, directors, and my colleague directors sitting on the below the dais, Dr. R.P. Singh and Dr. Nidula Devi Madam, all the students, faculties of this esteemed institute, friends, ladies and gentlemen, and press personnel. Once again, a warm welcome on my own behalf, on behalf of SIPA, on behalf of all the dignitaries sitting on this occasion to this 79th birthday of this institute and Dhan Diwas. This day is very special for me. Whenever Dr. Nayak invites to this institute particularly, it is a great pleasure for me. It is great pleasure because this is my hometown, and every time whenever I used to come here, I learn many things from this institute. So thank you, Nayak Sahab and the whole team NRI for giving me this opportunity to come over here. And you have been always a friend, whether it is in terms of science, in terms of providing research facilities, whether it is administration or finance issues, every aspect, each and every aspect, we have been seeking cooperation or extending support. Sir, you are very much here and you might be seeing the whole one ICAR system, how the hub is well implemented in this particular institute. We are just listening I was just listening when it will be completed. The outstanding achievements made over a period of 1 year by the team NRI. So once again, I congratulate all of you, and all the former colleagues on this occasion, those who have built the path to take forward. And we all the staff of this institute must feel proud to be part of this organization which has given dozens of international leaders, dozens of policymakers, including consecutive 2 director generals from this institute. So I must salute the real talent of this institute on this very day. Sir, I was just listening the presentation made by Director Indian Institute of Rice Research, which was jointly formulated by both the rice research institutes. It was an outstanding lecture. I think the roadmap which has been given, those who have listened to that lecture, I think nothing is required to further discuss on that roadmap. It was outstanding for me as an outsider. Definitely, I am not the person which I should dare to speak about the rice aspects. The country is exporting more than 90,000 crores. We have one more than meters under cultivation. And if I am correct, Pradhan Sahib is here. More than 200 varieties are in breeder line, and more than 3.5 dozens of resistant varieties, and every, I think, varieties which have been given by the genomic selection approach, and 45 varieties the country has given. And this institute, I must appreciate and congratulate the whole team of this institute, those who are working on this development of 45 varieties. Now we are not talking of self-sufficiency or food security. Now we are talking about nutritional security. Whether it is you are given the zinc or iron or low glycemic index rice. Now the time we have to think how the rice will be much more fortified with many numbers of vitamins and minerals. We know we have several challenges as mentioned by Dr. Sarangi. We have many technologies are available. I think those who have heard to the presentations, the dream for up to 2047, meant 1000 grants for Pani Guru. It's very difficult to believe or realize. So the target which you have set for this country, it is astounding. It's worth mentioning. So, sir, as a person from fisheries, we all know rice and fish it will never go alone. And we have been doing rice fish cultivation. Now it's time how to integrate both rice and fish with fortified varieties of rice and the fish which has been endangered or critically endangered, how to breed them in natural environment along with rice. So we should work together, sir, in future, and I expect all of your colleagues, those who are present here, the students, those who are present here, they will be definitely follow your path to take this institute further ahead to get the global recognition. So wish you all a grand success and wish you all the best on this very occasion of the birth anniversary of this institute and hope you will do wonderful achievements in the future. Thank you once again.
We are fortunate to have with us Dr. S.K. Pradhan, ADG FFC ICAR. So may I take this opportunity to request sir to address our this beautiful gathering. Sir.
Very good morning to all. Honorable Secretary there and DGICR, Dr. Pathak, esteemed DDG Education, Dr. R.C. Agarwal, Dr. Sabu, Director SICAR, Dr. Rao, Vice Chancellor Community, my bachelor, Dr. Saran, 86 and run to OUP, is Director of IIW and Bhubaneswar, is with us, other director, Dr. Bay, both the organizing secretary, Dr. Rahul and Dr. Pandey, our directors, I am very happy to see many senior colleagues present here, particularly Mr. Sama, Dr. Reddy, Dr. Portnay, Dr. Patra, Madam Jaina, and Sabuji, very most are very close colleagues, and with former director, Dr. Anand Prakash, and so many eminent personalities, Madam Agarwal, Madam Swami, Director of Women and Agriculture, and all the superannuated scientists of this institute, their scientists and staff, their students, eminent personality and press and media. So first of all, I want to convey a very happy anniversary 79th for happy Foundation Day and Dhan Diwas to you all. So this is a very great moment for us. We know the Historic Institute is celebrating the birth anniversary 79th. What can be? This is a very proud moment for you as well. So you know, this is actually the institute, you can say, very proud one, very we should feel proud. It's a very historic institute. It's in the beginning, from the beginning, from long before, you know, the first Indica Japonica hybridization program started here. The success were in different parts, 3 varieties were released, And, this historic importance is, the cytoplasmic sterility was reported from here. Because the globe first, this is the place where was told that cytoplasmic factor contains substantial intelligence, sterility in the rice, were highly rice. We could not do, but the people in the north, they could do it, harness it. Professor Mohanty and Sambhav and Mohanty, they behind this concept. Also, this is very historical institute, It's our longest service that dominant gene, X-ray 21, John Glasgow from here. X-ray 21, not only that, the Raputia effort, contributing some of them solvents, one, many more. This is a very historic institute, indeed. And it is celebrating its Foundation Day. We actually feel proud of it. It's a real great moment for me. And I feel proud people standing you, everybody, many senior colleagues, and all the people that we are celebrating this thing. It's a great historic institute. So let us think to make more progress, more returning the historic importance of this. This time has come. We have to build it. So actually, rice is considering the importance of something different. Different time we were focusing earlier. Before maybe 50, 60 years, and now we are giving different way. Our focus strategy is different. There are different approach. Why earlier we were targeting to produce more production and going in an intensive way of cropping. As it's we were too like a bedding ball type nuts. Like it will be back that time. Sit to mount situation. This PL grant, we are getting some assistant and we are getting the food and that was sit to mouth time. That was the focus. We have to produce more. And now you imagine what was that time and now how it is rice, particularly rice, and the food sector in particular. That time we were thinking 50s. We were producing only 20 point something million tons of rice. We had to feed that time only 30 crores of people. But still then we were like sick to mouth condition. But see now today, what is the situation? Last year was 130 million tons. And this year we are expecting more. It's mainly 132 to 135 million tons rice. Rice means clean rice. And now we are giving food to 144 million crores of people. We are the number one populace in the globe. We have surpassed everybody. So still then, we are also exporting a lot of rice, to many countries. Honorable DG recently sent me to Uganda and Kenya. I could see there a lot of expectation from India, particularly rice. We surveyed actually there is need there. That's what I want to say. It's we are producing so much now, it's about 32 more extra million tons of rice. You even recollect. It is only we were able to produce 20 million tons. Now we are exporting 22 million tons. And monetary value will be seen, that is something 1.1 billion crores, 11 lakh crores of rupees. That is too much. That is a satisfying moment for all. We achieve sufficiency, that is true sense. But where is the sufficiency? Are we complacent now? We have so many challenges now. So many challenges. You see, you see starting from nutritional aspect, food, we are sufficient, but nutrition we are not sufficient. So many BTS, so many things are happening, we are getting to enough, but we have to achieve that. We are not in a position to fortify our food then. But there is a possibility we should fortify the food grains, particularly rice and wheat. So that is one major challenge we have to fortify. And next thing is that challenges we have to produce more. As I told you, our purpose is different. Earlier in an intensive way, intensive cultivation. Now we don't think intensive cultivation. It's a sustainable manner and cultivating with the nature, not intensive way, not degrading the soil, not creating problem, not deteriorating the soil health. We have to see everything. Then we have to produce more also. That is in a sustainable way. So how to do that? That you have to think. Earlier we produce a lot. Now we have to produce more also. But with our nature, working with the nature. So we cannot do indiscriminately, we cannot apply pesticide chemicals and we can produce and so intensive cultivation, we can make the cultivation like the previous way we are doing and number of times we are intensifying agriculture to produce more. That we have to do. Purpose is not that. The purpose is to produce in a very clean and green environment. And this making a fine tuning. You have to fine tune your technology and produce more. That our Prime Minister slogan. By 2070, zero emission will be happening. What does that? Whatever we are polluting and releasing to the environment, simultaneously we have to also mitigate that with using our technology. So that plus minus will be zero. Net emission will be zero by 70. But our government also wants to be a developed nation by 2047. That's we are telling now from this period. This period is American. And during this period, we have a greater role. Though we are Dr. Nayak actually told it will be publication, students, we are really, we appreciate, we deserve it, we appreciate, we all need appreciation. But the main thing is that what I want to focus is that you have to find your technology. Not like that. You may produce hundreds of varieties, but in a different way, different purpose. Our purpose is not that you produce intensive agriculture, that type that technology you don't need. Now we think in a different way. That is put all together in tolerances. This example what I am going to say after nutrition challenge is the change in climate and adverse effect of the climate change. So rapid, now it is extreme events. So you have to think of putting all together, stakeholders together. Develop technology with a smarter version, very smart. We were earlier able to combine submergent space and drought space together and put in one background. But two will not solve the problem. Now, I request you all the PIs, others, all other disciplines, sit together. Don't go in a different direction. Merge together. If one person is ready for this, another for biomodification, another is for drought, another for high temperature, we not solve the purpose. I'm not going to confuse. Which technology you will take? You have to put together all in a superior background. Then only you will be a very good smarter person. All the traits you have to put together. I don't say that in this very quick period you can go. But your target should be in the Amrit Kaal. At the end of the Amrit Kaal, we will be getting such a variety. which will be having? Someone says drought, high temperature, low temperature, biotic, abiotic, as well as fortified versions. That time we need that time at the end of this developed period, where will be a greener way, or we will not depend on lots of the chemicals and fertilizers, but will be a fine-tuning technology. Similarly, you have to think for the use efficiency, how much we are polluting. Nitrogen you are applying 40% use efficiency. It's all are going to percolating and polluting the environment, all the ecosystem. They all are going missing and creating a problem. And similarly, even if you see the situation of Bengal, there are many places. Arsenic is creating a problem. And it's a healthier life we have to think of. Contamination is being taken out. Chemicals, see indiscriminate chemicals. It's in the most advanced places. It's very much applied. So why don't you think of deploying you know by this time we have all kinds of things which are going to deploy those in the background so that you will be depending less on the chemicals and fertilizer. You remove efficiency very less. You have already used nitrogen efficiency in phosphorus stress tolerance genes. Work on these more, find more chemical genes and deploy the breeding program. That is the time to change now. Don't go ahead with isolated line. You be converged towards a common point and combine all together. That is the need of the hour. Another thing I want to say that we have to work with the nature. So you cannot be very destructive. I will produce 12 ton, 15 ton, 14 ton. Yes, you produce. But you want to see the environment also. So how to go with it? Think in a very different way. It's a very positive way. Think like perennial rice, where the system will not be damaged, you will not emit so much of greenhouse gases. We have to think that. We have to produce in that in this condition. You prepare, you work on wine rice, you go to your academic interest. But you have to see also some of the system where we are able to be work with nature. So we have to start develop the system, develop the technology, where we will be very good. We will be working with the environment. We will be working with the nature. And we will not be damaging the soil. We will not be polluting the environment. That should be our feelings. So what such system, such more perennial rights. How we can do these things? So many challenges I told you. So you have to think it. You have to combine. Now technology is available. Genomic assisted doing. How many people are doing here? You have to think it. Not today. Tomorrow you have to apply. 100 of genes simultaneously can take to it. And you can move together. Already 6 are available. Deploy those. You have to think in that. Sit together. All be in one. Don't go in a different direction. All the brain you combine together. Then we will be actually, that will be real actually. That we need now. That is our focus now. Also, wherever there is no diversity, no variation, create more variation, use everything, and make more significant than this. Yes, we are very proud. This product are more, publication are more, and our HRD creation is here very good. But we have to be in a different approach. So this is my wish aspiration. Also, I want to say you that almost our community is to pay. Whenever there is a meeting, sometimes we used to say, please ask me. Now so I used to also telephone. So it is such an environment there. You can work in this system, you can harness everything and so cordial environment for you. You should go ahead with this science. You all very happy birthday and very happy. I think sitting here, Dr. Salma, my engineer of technology, ready and and Sahuji. So very grateful with me. I am feeling also very excited. And thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you.
So as our chief guest will be attending another meeting in headquarters. So I request our honorable chief guest of today's function, Dr. Himanshu Pathak sir, DG ICR and Secretary there, to present the second K Ramiah lecture. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Am I audible? Dr. Nayak, am I audible? Somebody has to say yes.
Voice is not coming. Okay.
Is it better now?
Your voice is not audible, sir.
Am I audible now? No. Is it better now? I think from your side something has been muted. Please check.
Sorry, sir, you can't hear you.
No, I think from your side something has been muted. Please ask them to check.
If you are audible anywhere else.
From my side it is unmuted.
And sir, you are audible to other listeners.
I am audible to other participants.
You are audible, sir. Check and let us know if our voice is audible to you.
Yeah, you are audible. I can hear you. Probably there is some kind of.
I request Chancellor Madam if she can speak something so that we can check this audio quality.
Because others who have joined, they can hear me clearly. So probably there is something has been muted in your side.
I request anyone from Hazaribagh Center, please you can speak something.
Sir, we are hearing your voice, sir. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar. So they can hear me. Probably something is muted in your end.
अच्छा देखो हमारी है प्रॉब्लम है सर हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि लोग सब सुन पा रहे हैं डॉक्टर साहब का तो सिर्फ आपका वो कोई को सर अनम्यूट करिए
सर आप थोड़ा अनम्यूट करके सर शायद हो गया सर
नहीं किसी को ही लिसना अरे डॉक्टर साहब का सब दूसरे स्टेशन में सुनाई दे रहा है तो हमारे यहाँ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा सिस्टम आ रहा है स्पीकर में नहीं जा रहा अभी कुछ बोलने के लिए बोलिए अरे उनको क्यों बोलेगा उनका सब दूसरे स्टेशन में सुनाई दे रहा है सर ऐसे कुछ चेंज कर सकते हैं इनपुट तो रहा है हर बात कर सर दोबारा बोलिए सर अक्षय करती करनी है
Dr. Nayak, you are very much audible to me, and my voice is audible to others also.
Now it is audible to us also.
Okay, very good. Chalo, theek hai. Okay. Thank you very much, and my best wishes to each and every one of you. Dr. Agrawal, Dr. Raul, Dr. Nayak, Dr. Sahu, Dr. De, Dr. Sarangi, Dr. Praveen Malik ji, and I can see so many of our former colleagues of NRI. all the scientists of NRI, technical, administrative, finance, supporting, and also our students who are now present in the campus in quite good number. Let me congratulate each and every one of you on this very auspicious occasion. Very, very auspicious occasion. और नायक साहब, आप जब मैं सबको देख रहा हूं, तब मुझे लगा कि वहां मुझे फिजिकली होना चाहिए था. But somehow I could not make it, as you know, because of some very, very untoward incidents. Nevertheless, friends, on this particular occasion, let me also pay my homage to which I say three Krishnas of CRRI or NRI. Dr. Krishna Swami Ramiah, all of you know, Maharaja Krishna Chandra Gajapati, जिनके नाम पे आप लोग अभी जो ऑडिटोरियम में हम प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं वो नाम रखा गया है. Dr. Prana Krishna Parija, who was Director of Agriculture, Odisha. So my homage and deep respect to all these three luminaries who have played very key role in establishing and also nurturing this great institute. And after that, so many of the directors, scientists, and all the staff since 1946 till 2024, all of them have contributed in a very big way to see what the institute is today. So my compliments and congratulations and respect to each and every one of them. I wish that the light of NRI Cuttack should light all other lamps in and around, particularly those who are depending on rice, the most precious crop, the most precious commodity, not only for India, not only for Asia, but probably for the whole world. And this is another great opportunity. All of you, my friends, you can see when Mahamahim Rashtrapati ji was in the campus of NRI Cuttack. So again, let me congratulate and compliment each and every one of you in this great day. Dr. Nayak, I was really very happy, very, very happy to see and to listen all the achievements which you presented before all of us. My compliments to you and whole team of NRI Cuttack, and I wish this success story should continue in weeks, months, and years to come. So my best wishes to you. Friends, I have been given this responsibility of delivering the second Dr. K. Ramiah Foundation Day lecture. And of course, this is a tribute from NRI to this great visionary, to this great rice researcher. And I feel it is a privilege for me to deliver this lecture, the second one. And as I know, the first one was delivered by none other than Dr. Trilochan Mahapatra. I have kept my topic like this: reorienting research and development in agriculture, productivity to profitability and sustainability. Many people talked about it. Most of you know about it. What I shall do is, just I shall give you an overall picture of ICAR, what kind of reorientation we are aiming at, what are our aspirations in reorienting or improving research and development in its totality. And then, of course, I shall come to what we should be doing for rice research and what are the new initiatives, what ICAR has been taking in very recent time. Of course, all of you know ICAR. This is the largest organization, research organization in agriculture in the whole world. This is the nodal agency, the central agency, the topmost agency of carrying out research and development on every commodity on agriculture. You know its structure. We have got 113 research institutes, and then we have got 151 regional stations. And these research institutes are institutes, NRCs, directorates, attaris, bureaus, and so on. Our activity is not only limited to research. We are also the nodal agency for higher education and agriculture in the country. And currently we have got 77 universities all over the country. We run 80 plus PhD programs, 95 plus PG programs, and 11 UG programs in various universities of the country. Of course, these are in the government sector. Besides, there are several which are also operating in the private sector. Extension is an integral part of all of us. And again, you know that 731 Krishi Vigyan Kendras are working throughout the country. And maybe another about 100 KVKs are going to be established maybe next 6 or maybe next 1 year or so. So this is the structure which I just mentioned. All of you also know very well the salient achievements of Indian agriculture. All of you have been part and parcel. And again, this is my compliments and thanks to all our former colleagues who are present in the hall today in NRRI Cuttack. Because of all of your activities, we could achieve all these, what I'm going to present very quickly. All of you know that we had a jump of fruit production, more than 330 million tons. Productivity, which was only 0.7 tons per hectare in 1970, has now increased to more than 2.4 tons per hectare. And not only in crop, in animal science also, similar story you can see. The productivity and total production has drastically improved from 17 million tons in 1968 to more than 221 million tons in 2022. And again, this increase is not by increasing population of our animals, but by improving the yield and productivity of our animals. So my compliments to all our animal scientists. Fisheries sector has got, again, a better story to tell. It is one of the sun-rising sectors. The growth rate of fisheries sector is around 10% for last few years. So this is again a very big achievement for all of us. Horticulture is, of course, very big and emerging. And this time again, we had a record production of horticulture, more than 355 million tons, which was only 25 million tons in 1950 or 51. So this is again a point of very great satisfaction that because of new varieties, new technologies, and so on, horticulture production has come to such a record kind of amount. And with all of this, the country which was depending only on import of food grains, now it is a net exporter. And just previous year, agri export was more than 53 billion US dollars. This year, it must have increased further. So these are the very important and crucial achievements which agriculture, research, development, education, and extension has done. But it doesn't mean we do not have challenges. We have got several very big challenges. Challenges of availability, challenges of accessibility, utility, stability, and equity. All of you know the meanings of those. When I say stability, because of climate change, you cannot be sure that this year also the food grain production, horticulture production, animal production will remain same or will increase. It may go down. Equity is, of course, another issue for Indian agriculture. So all of these challenges now we are facing. So address all these challenges and to keep the momentum of all these big achievements, we now really have to gear up, really have to reorient agriculture in years to come. Friends, these are some of the numbers which I want to present before all of you, that in the agri-food system, what we are producing now, 2023, and how much we need to produce and how much we need to perform better in terms of increasing efficiency in 2047. Food grain from 330 to 520 million tons, horticulture from 355 to around 1,000 million tons, rice yield, which is 4.2, needs to increase up to more than 6 tons per hectare, wheat yield again more than 6.2 per hectare, and you can go on in terms of milk, fish, meat, egg, farm mechanization, post-harvest losses, water use efficiency, nitrogen use efficiency. My colleagues were talking about it, emission of greenhouse gases, crop insurance coverage, share in agri-export. In all of these, you can find that there are some specific but quite big targets have been kept for the whole country, particularly in the sector of research and development in agriculture. Overall, if you just want to summarize all these numbers, that we have 5 major goals to achieve by 2047. Productivity enhancement is of course important, but we really need to be globally competitive. Diversified food system for nutrition and income security we need to achieve. For stability in production, we have to have sustainable and climate resilient production. We need to earn well. Our farmers need to earn well with assured earning, prosperous livelihood. And of course, all of us, particularly our farmers, need to live well with equitable access to food and other facilities. Not only the facilities should be available in metropolis, but the facilities also should be available in all the villages, cities, and small towns of the world. So these are the 5 major goals which we have kept for agriculture and rural development sectors. But all of this we need to achieve with some threats. Threats of decreasing water availability, all of you know. Threats of degrading soil. Threats of increasing pests and diseases. Intensifying climate change. And of course, huge loss of food. There could be many more, but these are the major threats which all of us, the whole Indian agriculture, not only rice sector, is facing, and probably these threats are going to intensify in times to come, in years to come. Almost every season or every year, we are seeing a new fearsome intensification of climatic parameters. We really need to address all of these threats. So keeping all of these things in mind, we have 10 thrust areas for rice research and development, which I would like to present before you. These are some of the thoughts which I was giving, that what could be major thrust areas of rice research and development. Friends, we have been doing so good, but then these are some of the areas which needs a little bit more importance. First one is rice research for the consumers. Producers are important, but now we need to reorient of what the consumers in villages, in towns, in cities, and also outside the country, what they want. Are our research is addressing all those needs of the consumers, because they are the end users at the end of the day. So let us reorient as per the needs of the consumers, as per their preference. Second one is rice research for nature. GHG emission, all of you know very well. Water, energy requirement, all of you know very well. So can we reorient rice research to make it nature friendly, to make it environment friendly, to make it climate friendly, to reduce methane emission, and so on. So rice research for the nature. Rice research for breaking yield barrier. NRI cutting is working for quite some time. There is good success on that. As I showed that our rice productivity per hectare, which is only 4.2 tons per hectare today, needs to be more than 6 tons per hectare. What are the tools and techniques do we have? Can we break this yield barrier? And there are some very success stories which are even happening now, and maybe next year we are going to release 1 or 2 varieties which can really break this yield barrier. Rice research for equality and inclusion. This is again a picture which I have taken from the annual report of NRI Cuttack maybe a few years back, but that needs to be ensured. Rice research for equality and inclusion, gender, and all other sections of the society. So rice research for new knowledge. Research is, of course, to develop technology tools, but then research is also to generate new knowledge, the ones which you do not know, the things which we have never thought about. And again, good work is going on in NRI Cuttack, but we really need to intensify some of this research to generate new rice knowledge, new knowledge in rice research. Of course, rice information system. To make all these informations available at stakeholders' doorstep, farmers' doorstep, policymakers' doorsteps, so that they know where and how much rice is required, what are the production and what is the productivity, how much is available at a particular point, and all other informations which can be compiled using AI and machine learning nowadays, and this can be made functional. In some of countries, these kinds of information system is already available, so we can take lessons from those. Rice farms of the future, which is extremely important. You know, in last 15-20 years, agriculture in rural areas also has changed a lot. Now it is mostly with machine. You can imagine what kind of agriculture and what kind of people will be engaged in agriculture in years to come, in decades to come. I'm very sure that in next 10, 15 years, the farmers who will be really doing agriculture are going to be totally different of what we used to have, say, 20 or 25 years back. So what kind of rice farms are we thinking for the future? And I request NRRI, IIRR, and other institutes and also universities, if they can visualize that this is going to be a rice farm of future after 15, 20 years, and they can start developing a model and display that model in one of the areas of our research farm. Okay, this is the rice farm of future, and this is what we are going to do. Then, of course, establishing leadership and partnership. India has to emerge as a leader of rice science, not only in the regional, not only with our neighbors, but in whole Asia and also probably world. And we have got that potential. For that, we need to have partnership. We need to develop networking, and of course, which I call as 5 Ps: public, private, peasant, policy, partnership. So all these we really need to bring in together to evolve India as a leader in rice science and rice research. But friends, for all of this to sustain, we really need human resources. And I'm very happy to see that so many of our students are now in the campus of NRRI. We really need to strengthen the rice science base. We need to have innovative training almost every day. All our institutes are doing that. KVKs are doing that. Empowering and retaining women and youth in agriculture and rice field. And of course, partnership for capacity building and capacity development. And then of course, finally, the 10th point is none of these things will be possible without resources, without money, without budget. I'll be giving the budgetary condition of ICAR in just a few minutes from now. But what we need to do is we really need to search for diversified funding base, industries, philanthropic organizations, research on value, what we are going to produce, what we are going to deliver. And then, of course, several national as well as international monetary sources are available, including climate funds, COP28 funding, and all other things. Probably every institute, particularly the rice institutes, need to explore some of these funding sources so that we will be able to support the research which we are doing and which we are contemplating to do in times to come. The other day, Dr. Sundaram and Dr. Nayak made a joint presentation of what are the tools and techniques which are available to achieve all those targets and aspirations. I have taken some of those points from that presentation only. We have got potential tools and technologies. We have got split breeding, genomics-driven breeding, genome editing, product profiling, and so on, starting from all of these which are now available, which are not available until a few years back. But these are now available, and I'm sure using all these tools and techniques, we will be able to achieve in terms of increasing productivity, in terms of nature-friendly farming, and all others which I just mentioned. And along with these tools, we also have very big opportunities with us. Opportunities of new tools I just mentioned, increasing demand of some quality and nature-friendly rice that can give us some additional advantage of doing new areas of research. Integrated policy, quite good policy support nowadays. Increasing funding support, I shall just mention in next 2 minutes or so. And then, of course, we also have quality manpower. Dr. Nayak was thanking his staff in NRI Cuttack. Let me thank all the staff of ICAR for doing so good work in every areas of not only rice research, but all other research, education, as well as extension. So this was just in terms of rice research. But before I conclude, let me also talk about the ICAR research in totality. So next few minutes, I'll be spending of what needs to be done for transforming research in the whole ICAR system, transforming research, education, as well as extension in the council, not only specific to rice, not only specific to NRRI Cuttack. So these are some of the thrust areas. I shall be putting only 10, which I presented, I think, sometimes back before all of our scientists in ICAR. These are the 10 thrust areas for agri research. Research for consumers, I told. Research for producers, our farmers. Research for equity and equality, I mentioned. Research for nature, I explained. Research for new knowledge. Agri-information system. Farms of the future, not only for rice, but for all other commodities. Streamlining the discipline of research. Human resource development. And of course, partnership for impact. So these are the trust areas for agri research. It is not that we are not doing it, but we really need to reorient, transform our research endeavor for these trust areas. Similarly, for education, which is an integral part of ICR as well as DARE. So again, 10 trust areas for agri education, and our DDG Agriculture Education, Dr. Agrawal, is with you today. So Dr. Agrawal, thank you very much for making it to NRRI. And these are some of the 10 points: agri education for agri food system, agri education for consumers and industry, agri education for farmers and suppliers. We need to educate them also. Agri education for equity and equality, education for nature for our students and farmers, education for knowledge management, how to manage whatever we know so far, agri education for digital agriculture. Digital agriculture is now going to be the talk of the, not only talk of the town, but the order of the day. So we really have to educate our students and others on digital agriculture. Agri education for the service sector, not only to the producers, not only to the processors or rice millers, but also the service sectors, hotels and all others, tourism and everything. They are also, we need to educate them on agriculture practices and packages. Agri education for export. We really need to know which country wants what kind of rice or what kind of other commodities. Without this knowledge, we cannot be successful in exporting. And then also finally, agri education for global agriculture. When we are aspiring to be a leader in agriculture research, education and extension, then we also have to know the challenges and potentials of agriculture in other countries. Say for Africa, what kind of challenges do they have? Can India provide a solution? Can India help? Can India give our technologies and capacity building strength which we have got to solve some of the global problems, to solve the problems of not only our own country? We have done that, we are doing that, we will be doing that. But then what about solving the problems of other countries with our technologies, with our knowledge, with our extension, with our strength in capacity building? And similarly, we also need to reorient agriculture extension. And there are 10 thrust areas which I would like to mention before you. Customized agri extension, not a very general kind of recommendation for whole district or for whole states. Customized agri extension, digital agri extension, skilling of farmers and rural youth, agri extension for preserving nature. Nature I am bringing again and again because this has become so vital and so important. We cannot continue doing agriculture the way we have been doing for last few decades or so. Agri extension for extension research. Extension research has become quite weak, so we need to strengthen that. Gender-friendly agri extension, adequate and trained staff in agri extension, partnership with industries for impacts, business model for agri extension. How our KBKs can become a business model. We'll be able to generate lots of its own revenues and expenditure. And then for doing that, we are going to have KBKs for one-stop solution. We have got some big plan of revamping these KBKs, which probably we'll be able to present before you in just next few weeks or so. So these are some of the areas for agriculture extension which we need to say. Again, friends, this slide I have taken from Dr. Sundaram's and Dr. Naik's presentation. They prepared a roadmap for rice research in next 5 years. So what they are going to do, how all these things can be achieved. I am not going to present these points again, but then Dr. Naik and Dr. Sundaram probably need to revisit some of these bullets and specify at what point and in which year you are going to start this, which you have tried to do in this one up to 2047. But then in this one also we really need to do. Probably many of the activities we have to carry out simultaneously, not waiting for the last years to come. Similarly, in this particular case, there are several activities which we need to do simultaneously, and then only we'll be able to reach where we want to reach. So these are again a roadmap of rice research for 2024 to 2047. Friends, all of you know that Government of India and all the departments of Government of India are now working in developing 100 days, 5 years, as well as up to 2047 roadmap. Similarly, ICAR-Central is also doing. Once these are crystallized, I will be coming back to all of you to present that these are the targets for whole ICAR-Central which we have done in terms of research, education, as well as extension. And then what kind of implementation plan, what kind of monitoring plan which we are going to have, I will be able to present. So maybe another 2 or 3 weeks or so. Friends, these are some of the achievements and aspirations. You know the structure, you know the strength, and you also know the weaknesses of ICAR. You have been serving ICAR for decades, including our former staff. In recent years, in last 1 or 2 years rather, we have taken some initiatives to address some of these issues and to realize some of these aspirations. Just, I would like to present before you some of those. First one is, of course, placing people in position. You will be very happy to know that in last 1.5 years, we have recruited more than 2,900 staff, 154 RMPs, 333 HODs, 204 direct recruited scientists, 66 HODs, 190 SMAs and technical staff for KBKs. Yesterday only the result has been out. 56 and 34 administrative staff, more than 800 T1. They are going to join various institutes. And again, more than 830 assistants to help our administration. We also had some good increase in budget. We created corpus fund and also revenue. All the institutes are really taking a big advantage of all of this. We have tried to decentralize the authorities and decentralize of executing the programs. Most of the authorities have now been given to the institute level. We're enlarging education, and NRI Cuttack is one of the best examples of how education hub of IRI is functioning there. We have fast-tracked the decision making, and I urge our institute also to take help of these kinds of opportunities to have a very fast decision making system. Certifying technologies, particularly NRM technologies, plant protection technologies. First one we have done. This year we are going to do very soon. Social media outreach, review and interactions very regularly. And again, a very good development. Not only we are reviewing and interacting with our own institutes of 113, but for last few weeks, we are also very regularly interacting with the SAUs, and Dr. Rahul is present over there. This gives a lot of opportunity for us to know what universities are doing and how best we can collaborate with them, because they are also part and parcel of the whole NARS system. So these periodic review and interactions we are doing, and these all help in developing partnership for industry and also international organizations. And as I said, that considering all of these points, we are in the process of finalizing the action plan, which are target-oriented and implementable plan for Viksit Bharat. So this is what we are doing. I was just mentioning about the budget, because without budget, nothing works. But I'm very happy to inform you that last year, 23-24, the March which I just ended, we could get around 25% more budget from Government of India compared to previous periods. We also had around external funding of around 900 crores. Our corpus fund is having 1,500 crores. I'm just going to tell you what for we are going to use this money. We have got revenues of around 100 crores. And also many of our institutes are generating good resources with additional support from corporate social responsibilities and so on. NRI Cuttack is another good example where they could generate a lot of resources from RKBY and some other external agencies, and all those infrastructure which all of you can see today are also partly contributed by those kinds of support. From our corpus fund, friends, maybe in next few weeks or maybe next week only, we are going to advertise. The advertisement is already there, but we are going to give you the guidelines to initiate some specific projects from our corpus fund. Specific projects on young scientists, projects on national priority, product delivery project, national agri education project, and Viksit Bharat project. These are the 5 kinds of projects which we are going to support out of that 1,500 crores corpus fund, which I just mentioned. The detailed guidelines are ready. Probably next week or so, we'll be able to advise it. And I should request all of you, depending upon your interest and your eligibility, to please apply for these kinds of competitive projects. And I'm sure with this support, lots of new research, new initiatives can be taken. So therefore, friends, let me summarize of what I was trying to say, that the global challenges, including climate change, water, soil, changing aspirations, changing food habit, and all those are intensifying. We really need to reorient to satisfy all those needs. Framing of the farms of the future, these certainly we really need to have. We really have to think of and display what kind of farm we envisage for future. For all of this, capacity building is extremely important, and IRA Hub is just only one step in that direction. Lots of other trainings and capacity building programs each and every institute needs to carry out. For doing all of this, we really need a very efficient management in the divisions, in the institute, in the headquarters, and of course at every level. Then only all those aspirations can be achieved. And for doing all of this, we really need to reorient and transform ICAR's activity for improving profitability, resilience, and productivity of agriculture, research, and education. Friends, just before I conclude, as all of you are in NRI Cuttack, let us remind what the first Prime Minister of this great country talked about your institute. All good wishes to this Rice Institute, first of its kind in India, in Asia, and of course in the world. May it solve the problems that afflict us in regard to rice. Rice, all of you know very well, this is not only our food, this is our culture, this is our religion, this is our heritage. It has solved several problems, but again, there are problems which we all need to address. And your institute, as has already been present, that it solves the problems that afflict us in regard to rice. And I'm sure with all of your efforts, with all of your dedication and sincerity, the problems which are faced by rice today, and of course in years to come, you will be able to solve all of this. So today, on this very auspicious and very solemn occasion, Dr. Nayak, to you and all of your staff, let me once again congratulate, compliment, and wish you all the best. Wish you all the best for every success of NRI Cuttack. It was indeed a great opportunity for me to interact with you, at least virtually. I am always a part and parcel of NRI Cuttack. NRI Cuttack has always been with me whenever I was there, and of course when I left that particular institute. I always feel very happy whenever I see that NRI Cuttack is doing something good, something great to serve the rice community. To my compliments and good wishes to you and all others who are present on this particular occasion at NRI Cuttack. Thank you very much, my friends. Please enjoy the day and take the message forward. Help rice farmers, help this great country. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for the inspiring and extraordinary lecture, sir. Thank you, sir, for reinstilling in us the pride of being an NRIan, being a part of ICR, and being a part of Indian agriculture, sir. Sir, we request you and seek your permission to elaborate some of the new facilities and infrastructure which are developed at NRI Cuttack. So if you permit, then we can elaborate.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thanks. So first, we'll be having, so in the recent days only, some of the facilities have been developed. Laying of the foundation stone at Genome Editing Laboratory. Next one, NRI Agro to Business Sport, sport which have been developed at NRI Qatar. We have Phenomenon Production Unit, which is developed. We have recently developed an NRI photo point, where we will find one photo shoot for the next visit. NRI Utility Center. Sir, we seek your permission also to inherit 4 smart classrooms which are developed for newly admitted UG, PG and PhD students of ICAR-Central. Bharat Ratna B.R. Ambedkar Smart Classroom, Shri Narayan Guru Smart Classroom, Savitri Phule Smart Classroom, and Babu Jagjivan Ram Smart Classroom. Sir, can we release the publication, sir?
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So we are having some publications which we will be releasing. So first are the publications, sir, we seek your permission. So with your permission, we are releasing the publications of CID division. Total there are 10 technologies which are to be released. So the technology bulletin, production technology for CR Dhan 323 Joshna, technology for CR Dhan 324 Amer, production technology for CR Dhan 911 Vasudev, production technology for hybrid rice CR Dhan 702, hybrid rice CR Dhan 703, technology for hybrid rice CR Dhan 704, production technology for high yielding early transplanted rice variety CR Dhan 321. The publications are in English, Hindi, and Odia. Publications have been made by Dr. S. Samantha and the team, Dr. R.L. Verma and team, Dr. A. Anandan and his team. Let's give a huge round of applause for all our publications and all the team members. Next, we are having publication from crop production research. So the research bulletin, current and emerging method of estimating greenhouse gas emission from agriculture, developed by Dr. Divendra Chatterjee and his team. NRI smart tensiometer for maximizing water productivity in rice cultivation by Anjali Kumar and his team. Publication from CPD division.
Yeah, released.
Next, we are having research bulletin from crop protection division, solar 24/7 insect trap, a greener pest management system by Dr. S. Mahapatra and his team. Rice nematodes and the management by Group of Chena and his team. Seed plot disease in rice and its management by Dr. S. R. Prabhukartian and his team. Publication from crop physiology and biochemistry division, research bulletin on glycemic index of rice, role in diabetes. The publication is made by Avdesh Kumar and his team. Publication from social science division, research bulletin on science for the benefits of society, the direct and indirect impact of NRI by Jayaprakash Bishin and his team. Information bulletin on pioneering excellence in rice research by Kutubuddin Ali Molla and his team. We have also publications from our regional station from Hazaribagh. There are 4 technical bulletins. धान की जलवायु अनुकूल उच्च उत्पादकता एवं गुणवत्ता वाली प्रजाति सीआर धान 804 की उत्पादन तकनीक। उपराव भूमि में धान की सीधी बुआई के लिए उपयुक्त प्रजातियां सीआर धान 103, 107 एवं 808 की उत्पादन तकनीकी। धान के एरोबिक प्रजातियां सीआर धान 214, 202, 204, 211 एंड 212 की उत्पादन तकनीकी। झारखंड में लोकप्रिय श्री अन्न फसलों की उन्नत खेती। Sir, thank you so much, sir, for your presence in this Foundation Day. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us.
Okay, so thank you very much. You please continue your program. I shall take leave of you now, but again, it is a great opportunity and great day for me. And I wish you all a very good day and of course, all success to the institute. Thank you very much. I shall take leave now. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, I request all of our staff to give a standing ovation to our Honorable DG and Secretary ICAR. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be continuing with our program. So, I request our guest of honor, Professor Dr. P.K. Rao, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, OUAT, to address our gathering. Sir, please.
I was being interested to this hour as good morning, but circumstantially good afternoon. So good afternoon, esteemed colleagues and invitees. We have with us Dr. Himanshu Pathak, the Secretary there and DG ICAR. Now we have with us Dr. R.C. Agarwal, DG Agricultural Education of ICAR. Also, we have Dr. A.K. Naik, the only director of this prestigious and historical institute, I can say. Dr. P.K. Sahu, who was here, presently the director of the SIPA. Dr. Archana Sarani, the director of Indian Institute of Water Management. Dr. P. Day, director ICAR Rotary, Kolkata. Dr. P. Malik, the CEO Agro Innovate. And also we have with us the directors of other ICAR institutes present in and around, as I see, Director Siva, Madam Vidya, Director Foot and Mouth Disease, and several other directors, including former directors of this institute, Madam DG Education, Dr. Mrs. Lalita Agarwal, heads of different research stations available locally, and also learned scientists, both past and present, of this prestigious institute, colleagues of NRI Pathak, the recent attraction, the students of this hub, NRI, invitees, press and media. As we understand, history says that at the backdrop of being famous Bengal family, this institute was established and geographically located in the Mahanadi Delta area of Odisha has tried to solve 78 years of long journey, stepping into the 79th year. The most attractive addition is starting with an unitary mandate, single crop institute. It has been diversified not only to research but also entering into the area of education. As we see the students here, obviously the initial objective and mandate was providing, ensuring food security. No more it is confined to food security. As we learned, it has been able to address the nutritional security. It has been able to address the biofortification, the export, the income security, the employment security, so on and so forth. Many congratulations to these institutes for this long journey. It was also discussed and delivered that Dr. Ramiah was the founder director of this institute. As I understand, he was an eminent biometrician. And also today we have with us another biometrician, none other than Dr. R.C. Agrawal, who tries to use the science of statistics into agriculture. And Ramiah was not only the founder director here, he was also the first vice chancellor, though chronologically it was considered as second vice chancellor of OUT from 1965 to 1968. But the first vice chancellor was named as president. So far as OUT is concerned, that was Dr. M.C. Pradhan. And practically, Dr. Ramiah was the first vice chancellor. And also, since there is a lot of collaboration, as we see with the NRI, region CRI Pathak, so far as OUT is concerned, because this is the most primitive institute, more success has been achieved in case of variety units. And starting with Kalinga 3, passing through other varieties, units, Puja, I am talking of duration, even the highest yielding Modomani, the scented rice, Gitanjali, Ketalijuha, New Koladira, and also the hybrid rice, the land rating of the Rajalakshmi have definitely contributed to food, nutrition, employment, income, many more securities to this state and the adjoining region. But challenges were also discussed by our Honorable DDG, and definitely rice is adaptable to any kind of ecosystem. The more is the adaptability, more is the problem also. The first and foremost problem is the climate variability. I am not talking of climate change, but climate variability starting with coastal Odisha till inland Odisha, starting with the below sea level till the Himalayan region. This is the widespread of rice crop. Obviously, problems are many. Problems are there with respect to the natural calamities, the drought. This is the only crop which suffers all kinds of natural calamities. Be it drought, be it flood, be it cyclone, or any kind of bad sort. So also the pest problem, the challenge for us, we have to be able to successfully address the pest management issue through our chemical means and weapons. Time has been changed. Not only Punjab is considered as the cancer capital of India, but also Bharat is considered as the cancer capital of Odisha. So our look, our vision, our strategy should need to be reoriented how to address the pest issue and much more in the pest problem in the changing climate scenario, and how pest issues can be addressed in a non-chemical way, in a natural, eco-friendly way. So also water management, we definitely understand and admit that rice consumes the greatest or the largest amount of water. So now the technology challenges before us, how rice can be grown with less and less amount of water, as we see that we are facing definite distress for drinking water also. Coming to the soil health, there was a time 1 kilogram of urea has a magnificent effect on the yield and productivity of rice crop. Even if you apply fertilizer, go on applying fertilizer, that kind of charisma no more exists. So definitely how to address the soil issues, and moreover, Odisha is exceptionally has handicapped ecology, so our problem soils of acidity, problem soils of salinity, problem soils of nutrient deficiency, problem soils of iron toxicity, boron deficiency, so on and so forth. These are linked to the new generation challenges the rice scientists in particular and agricultural scientists in general need to face, so that rice can be not only will act upon, we will try to switch over from productivity to profitability through the roadmap of sustainability. And now we have also some invisible programs. Say post harvest losses. Today, hopefully, here in the Samaj, I went through emphatically the food waste. In the entire global population of 810 crores, nearly 9.7%, nearly to 79 crores, they go for without a square meal. They don't get 2 square meals. And on the other hand, every day 10 lakhs meals, as we say, plates, our food plates are being wasted. So it is not only the loss of at the post-harvest level, maybe due to natural calamities, maybe during our storage, maybe during our transportation, maybe during our living, but also the way we consume food and try to waste as much as possible in our day-to-day life. This needs to be also inculcated into the minds of all of us. Consumer preferences have changed. We have switched over from coarse rice to fine rice to scented rice to low GI rice to nutrient fortified rice, and the scientists and the future scientists, as I see the students before me, they need to address such issues. And apart from that, we consider not only the agricultural education, as our teachers were explaining yesterday, the share of girl students have increased, but also in the agricultural practice, the share of farm women has also increased. How to make their life comfortable, how to empower them with tools and equipments that will make them project-free and attract more and more, so that they will love to work in the farm for future days to come. Similarly, the small holders, and Odisha is no exception. We have nearly 90%, though Indian figure, international figure is different, less. In Odisha, the small and marginal farmers consume more than 90%. And in that situation, how to address the farm mechanization issue, how to address the labor crisis issue, and all of us we understand the difficulty of managing the farm labor and getting the farm labor doing the farm operations in time. Definitely, hopefully, all our concerted efforts, be the students, be the researchers, be the farmers or farm women, policymakers, will try to overcome. I congratulate on this auspicious occasion the dynamic director and the entire team, and looking also the faces of former senior colleagues of this prestigious institute who have contributed immensely and have been witness to this long journey of this prestigious institute. All my best wishes again. Thank you all.
Sir. So, moving on, we'll be having the felicitation of our retired staff. So, retired staff, I think it's a very big word. We can say that those who have made significant contribution to make NRL reach such a great height today. So, we'll be starting our most respected Dr. Sri Gopal Sarma sir, ex-principal scientist and head crop physiology and biochemistry. I request sir to come to the stage, sir. Sir has made significant contribution in plant biochemistry, determining glycemic index of several rice varieties. He has served as head for crop physiology and biochemistry division, also served as the director of the institute. ICAR-NRL gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Dr. Sharma and felicitates him on 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. May I request Dr. Ramiah ma'am to come to the stage? Ma'am has served as ex-principal scientist and head crop protection division. She has made significant contributions in plant protection through natural biological products to enhance rice production in the country. She has served as head for crop protection, as well as social science division at NRI. ICAR-NRL Qatar gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Dr. Ramiah and felicitates her on 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. I request Dr. J.N. Reddy sir to come to the dais, sir. Sir served as ex-principal scientist crop improvement division. He had made significant contributions in improvement of submergence tolerant rice varieties to enhance rice production in the country. He has also served as group leader for ED programs at NRLA Qatar. ICAR-NRLA gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Dr. Reddy and felicitates him on the 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. सब लोग थोड़ा ताली बजाएं, हम लोग के एक रिटायर्ड करेंगे. May I now request SSC Pathak sir to come to the stage. Ex-scientist, crop improvement division. Dr. SSC Pathak sir has made significant contributions in collection of indigenous aromatic land grasses and improvement of aromatic rice varieties to enhance rice production in the country. ICAR-NRL gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Sri SSC Pathak and felicitates him on the 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. They are also felicitating Dr. Chancellor, ex-principal scientist, social science division. I think sir is absent today, but yes, we take this honor to also felicitate him on this very 79th Foundation Day. Shri Sapan Kumar Mahana, ex-assistant administrative officer from social science division. He has made significant contribution in providing administrative assistance in rice research to enhance rice production in the country. ICAR-NRL gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Sri Mahana and felicitates him on the 79th Foundation Day and Dhan Diwas of the institute.
Oh.
Shri Ashok Kumar Garai, ex-technical officer crop improvement division. He has made significant contribution by providing technical assistance in rice research to enhance rice production in the country. ICAR-NRI Pathak gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Sri Gail and felicitates him on the 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. Sri Arjun Chandra Maharana, ex-senior technical assistant from Protection Division. Sri Arjun Chandra Maharana has made significant contributions by providing technical assistance in rice research to enhance rice production in the country. ICAR-NRI gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Sri Maharana and felicitates him on 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. Sri Aparti Sahu, ex-technical officer from Improvement Division. He has made significant contribution by providing technical assistance in rice research to enhance rice production in the country. ICAR-NRI Pathak gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Sri Aparti Sahu and felicitates him on the 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. Shri Nityananda Mohanty, ex-private secretary, crop production division, he has made significant contribution in providing administrative assistance in rice research to enhance rice production in the country. ICAR-NRI gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Sri Nityananda Mohanty and felicitates him on the 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. Shri Janardhan Nayak, ex-private secretary, Social Science Division, he has made significant contribution in providing administrative assistance in rice research to enhance the rice production in the country. ICAR-NRI Pathak gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Sri Nayak and felicitates him on the 79th Foundation Day Dhan Diwas of the institute. Shri Surendra Nath Rao, ex-private secretary administration, we take this opportunity to felicitate him. I think he is not present over here. So yes, we also acknowledge his contribution to NRI. The Maneshwar Sahu administration. We also thank him for a significant contribution in providing administrative assistance in rice research. Thank you. Sri Prabhakar Bhoi, ex-field support staff from Protection Division. Sri Prabhakar Bhoi, ex-field support staff from Protection Division. He has rendered his skill support in farming activities of the institute. ICAR-NRI Pathak gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Sri Prabhakar Bhoi. आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Srimati Mukta Hemram, ex-skill support staff, Crop Improvement Division. Also stage for us. Srimati Mukta Hemram, ex-skill support staff, Crop Improvement Division. She has rendered her skill support in farming activities of the institute. ICAR-NRI Pathak gratefully acknowledges the contribution of Srimati Mukta Hemram and felicitates her on the 79th Foundation. Shri Bangamari Bhoi, ex-skill support staff. Shri Bangamari Bhoi, ex-skill support staff, crop production division. Bangamari Bhoi Babu, Ashwini. Okay. Thank for this contribution. Next, moving on to the NRI Best Performance Appreciation 2024. So the Best Performance Appreciation 2024 in Principal Scientist category goes to Dr. Krishnendu Chattopadhyay, Principal Scientist, Crop Improvement Division. Best Performance Appreciation 2024 in Senior Scientist category goes to Dr. Kaushik Chakravarti, Senior Scientist from Principal Biomedical College. Congratulations, sir. Best Performance Appreciation 2024 in Scientist category goes to very active Dr. Guru P. Pandit ji, sir. Scientist Dr. We will share dynamics of what he is doing. Best Performance Appreciation 2024 in Technical T6 and above goes to Dr. Sujata Sethi, Assistant Chief Technical Officer, Technical Something of Organizations. Best Performance Appreciation 2024 Technical T3 goes to Dr. Briswell Behera, Technical Assistant. Congratulations. Best Performance Appreciation 2021 Technical T1 T2 category goes to Shri Tapas Kumar Behra Technician. Along with Dr. Shri Krupasundar Pradhan, Technician, KVK Sanpur. Shri Krupasundar Pradhan. Best Performance Application 2024 in Administration WA category goes to Sri Sanjay Kumar Sahu, Assistant Administrative Officer. Best Performance Application. Best Performance Appreciation 2024 in Administration UPC LDC and Assistant category goes to Shri Dilip Kumar Parida. Best Performance Appreciation 2021 Steno PNPS category goes to Shri Vibhuti Bhushan Kolai. Steno.
बोलते जाइए लेट हो रहा है
Best Performance Appreciation Steno PNPS category goes to Shri Vibhuti Bhushan. Next for the NRI Best EAP 2024. The title of the project is Setting Up of Model Biofertilizer Production Unit of Supply of Quality Bioinnoculates for Rice and Rice-Based Cropping System in Odisha. So I request the team members of the Best EAP, Dr. Upendra Kumar, Dr. P. Panitharan, and Dr. Vidya. Congratulations, you have all three. We also take pride in awarding meritorious student every year. So Satyabama Merit Student Award for class 12 goes to Suryansh Das Mahapatra, son of daughter Syamranjan Das Mahapatra. So congratulations to Suryansh. Thank you so much for all the dignitaries. I request them to take the seat on the dais. So we are very fortunate to have very special guest of honor, Dr. R.C. Agarwal sir, DDG Agriculture Education, ICAR. So I request sir to share a few words with this August gathering.
The Vice Chancellor of Dr. Valsa, Nayak of this great institute, Dr. Nayak, I can see the police and the dance of the dance, scientists, students, all invited guests. So first of all, it's really a kind of great pride for me to be this great institute. So, tonight, my guest compliments to you, your entire committee, for this Foundation Day. A unique way of celebrating this Foundation Day by giving the awards, by recognizing the contribution of the police, even the retired police, much appreciated. And then inaugurating the facilities, and then making it in Dhan Diwas also. Really, it's a unique way of celebrating this. So first of all, let me also say that this is a unique day. Not only for the celebrations, because I think there is a Hanuman Jayanti also today. And Hanuman Jayanti that too on Tuesday, very rarely. And that too message of temples. So it's really a matter of great pride for all of us to celebrate this unique day to a unique manner. सबसे पहले मैं सर ये कहना चाहूँगा कि आपका अपने हिंदी की पिक्चर देखी होगी नायक, मैं सोचता हूँ सभी ने देखी होगी, एक दिन का पिक्चर बन रहा है. I think the way you were, the way these two birds, something like my notice and I get to do today, and that's why now I realize and now I feel that by this is where we go Mahanayak. Two director generals subsequently continue to be there to Mahanayak. Because the way this institute works, the contribution of this institute, the way the uniqueness, the way we saw the work for the next 20 years, was related that the Nagari and making organizations. So that really is a great learning for all of us. And now the great learning is also in the education field. The hub which we have seen, the contribution, we have, I'm sure in the same way, we will also have the great contribution in the education field by this great institute. मैंने बात की हनुमान जयंती की, तो उसमें हनुमान जी का अगर आपने हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ा तो कहते हैं बल बुद्धि विद्या, बल और बुद्धि तो आपको पहले ही देते थे रईस से बना, अब विद्या भी आप दे रहे हैं. So I think in two sense we are doing this the holistic development of this, the complete development of the society. जो कि हमारा national education policy का एक motto है, holistic development, and like for that the best example is like friends, as you know, as our DG was also talking about the various changes, various new initiatives which we are taking in the education field. You can see in any sphere of this integrated education, whether digital revolution, whether you see the next generation technologies. Whether you see the 16 center of excellence which we have established, nine, and all those 16 centers are really the centers on market intelligence. You can see the secondary agriculture, you can see on genomics, you can see on consumer agriculture, many such topics. And yesterday when I was talking at Keynote, I was very amazed to see those facilities. The facilities like the centralized information facility, the many other facilities which you see, they are really eye-opening. So the landscape which we are providing, the landscape which ICAR is providing to all the agricultural industries has really revolutionized, has attracted a lot of young parents, has attracted a lot of girl students for our agriculture. I was just saying that in just a span of 8 years, we have reached from 23% girls students in our education system to 50%, or exactly 49.3%. So that's really some remarkable change. And today, if I see again in just last 2 years, if I further see these statistics, we were getting around 84,000 applications for filling the 6,000 seats in the UD program. But last year we would get more than 5 lakh applications just for filling the same number. So you see how the young parents, how the young minds are coming towards this agriculture system. I am really pleased when I go to different districts, I see boards that coaching center for ICAR-Central exam. So that means the persons are now very prepared from the 9th class that yes, I want to ICAR student, I want to do agriculture. Which otherwise people used to say earlier that okay, once a student is not getting engineering or not getting medical, then only they go from this. But now that situation is not there. You see the on-time graduation rate, it has increased from 71% to now 97%. That's in 6 years. You see the placement rate from 47%, it has come to 61%. You can see the anti-tax, it is around 21%, which has increased from 20% in the last 6-7 years. So a lot of changes are there. And our publications, our other things, our entrepreneurs, if you see entrepreneurs skills, I think again, we find building bigger business. 11% entrepreneurs are from agriculture and food processing. 1 lakh entrepreneurs or the startups are there from 2016, out of which 11% are just from this agriculture and food processing. So that is the change. And in two sense, we can say now we are moving towards that our students are becoming job providers and all the job seekers. We have analyzed a lot of data in that particular direction. I am sure that this establishment of these hubs, with the establishment of the hubs, we will meet the objectives of this education policy. ICAR alone, if you just take the ratio of 1:10, ratio, can cater to the need of around 75,000 students by admitting these different hubs. Today we have opened only for IR these hubs, 17 hubs, but we are going to open very soon for fisheries, for the dairying and animal science, and subsequently more and more institutes, I can say almost all the institutes we are going to improve the hubs. That is because just last week I had a meeting with the chairman of the university, and he was saying that more and more off campuses should be opened by the universities. And these hubs are nothing but the off campuses of the under this NEP. So this initiative is well appreciated by the UGC, is being appreciated by all corners, and we are sure that we can really provide the quality manpower, quality and capacity building program for our youths. Not only this, we are also focusing now that how really we can take care of somehow are not able to pursue higher. And for that, we started around 400 vocational courses in the last 4 years. And they are well accepted. And very soon we are going to issue guidelines, and our own ICAR Institute, all PDPs will be requested to take up those vocational courses. So that more and more capacity building programs to meet digital violence in community energy. Just last week, we released the guidelines for the diploma courses, certificate courses, which we are going to start in all the universities on a uniform pattern. And that again, I am sure will be very good step towards providing this quality manpower for the future. In addition, we can see the digital revolution for providing the quality education, quality lectures to our students. We have a very good portal, well accepted portal, and that is your Agri-Diksha portal, on which we have more than 4,000 quality lectures available, which any student sitting anywhere can access, which are as per the DA-70, which are as per the DA-70 conditions. And the latest initiative which we took last year after this COVID, we got this idea that how really we can go for this blended learning platform. And I will request my own hubs that they can have a specialized training program for this blended learning platform. We invested around 120 crores for this blended learning platform, which is the state-of-the-art technology, which all of us, all the faculty members, they can take advantage, and they can really connect with the students on a personal basis. They can know the businesses of each and every student. They can focus more to the different kind of personalized assessments, and that really can enhance the knowledge, can really make a teacher assess the weaknesses or the shortcomings in the student. And then the end-to-end information. In addition to that, we have a lot of other e-initiatives which we have taken. We have created a single platform for the alumni network of all the 7 disciplines. Presently, this database has around 55,000 alumni databases, and I request all our hubs, all our universities, that how best we can take advantage, and Dr. also I'll just request that those university also should take part in that particular database, so that we can tap, we can be in regular touch with our alumni where they are, and how they can support to the institute, to the university or the institute. From this alumni network, we have a very good experience, and personally, around 10 universities I personally visited, and I could see that if you really do this systematic with the alumni needs, you can get a lot of support from those alumni. They are ready to sponsor many students, they are ready to help in placements, they are ready to help for intensives, mentorship, they are ready to help to be the adjunct faculty in your university or in your arts. So in a very systematic way, we have to be always connect with our alumni, and that is the purpose of this alumni database. We have named it as chart something. So that particular software is being well accepted by many universities, and we are taking the full advantage of that particular software. If you see the kind of support ICAR has provided at the undergraduate level, these hubs have been established just recently, around 2 years back. But this NEHCP program was there from 2017, so they could not be the part of exactly this NEHCP program. But the kind of support which ICAR has provided is unparalleled. Sending the students at the undergraduate level around 2,900 students we have sent abroad, at a cost of more than around 1,200 crores. And you see the vision of those students who have come here. The way they talk, the way they think now, the way they have the big deals, that's really unparalleled. We will have many great visionaries out of those students. We will have many great thinkers out of those students. And really there is a right investment which we are doing for the sending the young minds to different countries that their vision will become 360. And not only this, I will request the hubs also. Let us just see that how maybe we can go ahead with the soft skills of this, enhancement of the soft skills of this. And for that, in all the 76 universities, we have provided many such facilities like language labs. You learn, I think in UAT also you have the language labs, and students can know and can learn any language. Any regional language, any foreign language, whatever they are interested in, so that their personality, their soft skills, again, their communication skills also improve. You can give more details other languages. So all those initiatives have really changed the complete landscape of our education system, and we are aspiring that how our education system can become the most demanding system in the world. Any student anywhere in the world decide that yes, I want to study in India, in particular university, I want to do certain courses, because our system, we have analyzed our system is one of the best system, but we have to understand that how really we have to have the best facilities. Can we provide the international guest houses or the international level boosters to students, international style sports facilities, all those things really we have to think, then only we can attract. We have very good faculty, we have very good facilities, but infrastructure again we have to see. And for that, now we are trying to do the best we can do for this public-private partnership, so that the public with the private investment, we can go for this good model, or we can go for other kind of partnerships, so that really we can say that our system is one of the most demanding system in the world. And that is the message which is there in this NDP 2020, that how really we can go for this globalization, how we can become Vishnu, how we can really have this possibility to come everything. Now I think the education system is the one which fulfills all these objectives of this NDP. And if you compare agricultural education with other education, you will just see that most of the provisions which are there in NDP has been taken out of this agricultural education, and we are already following those provisions. So we can really keep the education system which is unique, which is the only system which has research, extension, and education integrated into it. And that's what I have explained at many platforms to various ministries, that we should not disturb this particular system because it's a very integrated system, and this is the system which can really help in removing poverty or malnutrition or balanced diet, whatever we just talk for. This can be done only through this best capacity building programs, the best human resources which we can develop through this system. So my message to my young minds, my students, is that please try to be entrepreneurial, try to be innovative, because innovation is a habit. It's not a trade that you just get by birth. So, and for that, the universities, these hubs are really the centers, epicenters, from where you can just think, you can just learn how to be innovative, how you can discuss with teachers, how really you can discuss with other colleagues, other universities. And presently, one as our DG is always saying, one ICAR. One ICAR means not only ICAR. One ICAR means it's a part of all universities, all KVKs. So how we can take advantage of this complete family and really think for better research, think for better entrepreneurship, think for better employment, and think for better policy makers. Many students, they go for the bureaucracy also. So wherever they go, they should perform in the best way, whatever is possible. So that kind of environment really we are creating and going to create, and we are very much sure, and I am particularly sure that thank you, Tom, and by the top of grade 2025, we will really become self-sustained in our education system. We will have the best system, and we will really become the global hub for this education system. The way we are moving ahead. So thank you very much, Dr. Nayak, and thanks to all of you for your presence here. And once again, I compliment for this Foundation Day, and especially for this Dhan Diwas. And my compliment to all those who have won these awards and recognitions. Namaskar.
As we move to the end of this very special program of 79th Foundation Day celebration, so we take pride to felicitate our very respected guest of honors today, who have spared their very valuable time and made their way to NRI Qatar. So for this, I request our director sir to felicitate Dr. R.C. Agarwal sir, DDG Agriculture Education ICR, with Uttariya memento and a gift hamper which consists of rice-based value-added products. So we felicitate him as a mark of respect and love from ICR NRI. I request our director sir to felicitate Professor P.K. Rao sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor OUAT, as a mark of respect and love from ICAR-Central Qatar. I once again request Director Sir to felicitate Dr. S.K. Pradhan, ADG FFC ICR, as a token of love and respect from ICR NRI Qatar. May I now request Director Sir to felicitate Dr. P.K. Saus, Director, SIFA Bhubaneswar. I request Director Sir to felicitate Dr. Ajahn Sarangi Sir, Director, IIWL Bhubaneswar, as a token of love and respect from NRI Qatar. May I now request Director Sir to felicitate Dr. P. De, Director, Atari Kolkata, as a mark of respect and love from NRI Qatar. I once again request our Director Sir to felicitate Dr. P. Malik, CEO, Agri Innovate Limited, as a mark of respect and love from ICR NRI Qatar. As we move towards the end of the program, I request Dr. Rahul Tripathi, Organizing Secretary, to propose a formal vote of thanks. Sir.
On behalf of the esteemed guests, colleagues and students. On behalf of ICAR National Rice Research Institute, Pathak, we extend our deepest gratitude to Honorable Dr. Himanshu Pathak, Secretary there, and DG ICAR New Delhi for blessing us with his presence, of course, online virtually, and contributing to the success of our 79th Foundation Day celebration. In his absence, sir, we want to say that your continued support and guidance are crucial for the advancement of the institute and rice research in the country. Thank you very much, sir, for being part of the celebration of Foundation Day and blessing us. We are also thankful to Honorable Dr. R.C. Agarwal, DDG Agricultural Education ICAR, for your insights shared during the deliberations, and also accepting our invitation and agreeing to interact with our students. We are thankful to Professor Dr. P.K. Rao, Vice Chancellor OUT, for blessing this occasion and also showing his commitment of working with NRI for betterment of farmers. We thank Dr. S. Pradhan, ADG FFC ICAR, who has accepted the invitation and is always there for the institute, and he is always guiding us when required. Sir, our heartfelt appreciation and thanks to Dr. P.K. Sahu, Director SIFA, for actively participating in the event and his support. We also thank Dr. A. Saragi, Director IIWM, who is always supportive, not only for the IRI and Pathak Club academic program, but also on other fronts. We are immensely grateful to Dr. P. J. Director Atari Kolkata, for accepting the invitation and blessing the occasion with guidance. We are thankful to Dr. P. Malik, CEO Agro Innovate Limited, for accepting the invitation and joining with us for celebrating the Foundation Day. The one man behind all these is Dr. A.K. Nayak, Director of this historic institute. He is involved in managing and supervising each and every activity. Our heartfelt appreciation and thanks goes to you, sir, for showing your determination and dedication to improve the overall visibility. We are truly honored to have such esteemed dignitaries in our state. We also thank Director Siva, Madam Dr. Mula Devi, who is present here, the staff members from IRI, SISA, other staff members from other institutes, heads of regional stations for their presence here, and we also thank our retired colleagues, retired staff members who accepted our invitation to be here with us for celebration of this Foundation Day. We would like also to express our heartfelt thanks to all the heads of divisions, Dr. S. Samantraya Madam, Dr. M.J. Beg, Dr. J.K. Kumar, Dr. S.G. Mahapatra, Dr. P. Bhattacharya, heads of regional stations, Naira, Dr. B.B. Panda, Dr. Head of regional station, Hazaribagh, Dr. N.P. Mandal, Head of Gilroy Station, Dr. Kanchan Saikia, B. Ganesh Kumar, our SAO, R.K. Singh, our Senior Finance and Account Officer, all the scientists, administrative staff, ADCEL members, Director Cell, President, NRI Ladies Club and other members, research scholars, our students and volunteers who have worked tirelessly to organize this event successfully. We thank our friends from press and media who were there to capture this event. Special thanks are due to our organizing committee and all those involved in planning and executing this event. Your meticulous efforts has ensured that this celebration is a memorable and joyous occasion for everyone present. Once again, thank you all for your time and encouragement. We look forward to your continued cooperation and support in our mission to contribute to the betterment of rice science in society. Thank you.
I request our dignitaries to have an interaction meeting with our newly admitted UGPG students. This will be moving to the committee law, which is outside this auditorium only. All the very special guests present here, all our staff members, you all can proceed for the lunch. And this is the announcement that the cultural function or the cultural evening will start at 6 p.m. Thank you. Wish you all a happy Foundation Day.